Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bill Levinson, managing partner with Levinson and Associates. With me today, we have Joseph Lochran, our marketing vice president. So, we really just wanted to give everyone a 100-foot overview of our 2018 annual Agent Expo. Now, we had close to 250 agents attend from all over the country, okay, which is a record for us. And it truly just shows what we're doing out there and how the agents are responding and how we're growing. And my hat goes off to all of the Levinson agents and GAs, because without you guys and girls, this would have never happened. I think back and I remember when we started having these annual meetings, okay, it was about 11, 12 years ago, and we had maybe 20, 30 agents fill a room, and to now have almost 250 is unbelievable to me. And I just want to personally say thank you to everyone on this call and all Levinson agents. So that means the world. So thank you to everybody. And I mean that. I mean, as you can see, we wear our heart on our sleeve, and when you see an agent take the time, okay, to fly in or drive in. I mean, we had some agents drive in from Michigan, from Wisconsin. I mean, literally all over the country. So it really shows that everyone appreciates what we're doing and the true value add by what we offer here at Levinson. So once again, thank you to everybody. Okay, so as you can see, those are a few screenshots, pictures from the actual event itself. That's myself, Joe, Carrie, Ina, my parents, and then a quick shot of all of the agents and GAs in attendance. So again, a record for us here at Levinson, and next year things are going to be bigger and better as always. Every year the numbers are increasing. We're bringing better content to these meetings, and I truly hope that our agents are walking away with some great new sales ideas that they can use this afternoon. So what we talked about doing is, yes, we had almost 250 agents in attendance, but we have 14,000 agents in almost every city in the U.S. So unfortunately, most of our agents were not in attendance. So I talked to Joe and Carrie, and we said, you know what, let's have a recap webinar and give kind of the 100-foot overview of everything that took place on last Friday. So this way, if you're in California, Indiana, wherever you are, you can kind of get a feel for what we spoke about and hopefully pick up some new ideas, strategies, concepts that we went over last Friday. So take out a pen and paper, jot down any comments, questions, notes. We'd love to hear from you after the webinar. We're also going to send out an email to everybody on the call, okay? And we'll include some brochures, some new products that we went over, some new tidbits about our scholarship platform, and basically that will keep you up to speed as far as what we're doing in 2018. We had some new announcements from certain carriers, which we're also going to talk about today, some real neat stuff that I think will help you. Also, I'm going to say we had two keynote speakers that brought tons of value, in my opinion. We have Neil Wilding, who spoke about the brand new iGenius IUL software, which we're going to show you, give you a little sneak peek into the platform. And then, of course, the infamous Joe Ross, in my opinion, the best life insurance trainer in the industry, bar none. He was awesome. Standing ovation crowd. I know some people on the call were actually at the Expo, so I think that you would agree with us. And I don't know if you remember, but if you think back a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I said on every webinar, make sure that you're at the Expo, because our keynote, Joe Ross, I said, I promise you will leave you speechless. And I hope that you will walk away with sales ideas from his pitch. So if you're on the phone, you now know proof is in the pudding. I stand behind my word. He did a killer job at the Expo. So in fact, we're going to show you also a slide of what he went over as well. Okay, so moving forward, I'm going to talk about just a few things that me and Joe went over. We always start out the Expo with some facts and new statistics, everything that's going on in the industry, and of course, here at Levinson. So quickly, 2018 insurance study. This came from LIMRA and lifehappens.org. It was taken last year, 2017. And, you know, when we are out there and we're building this new technology or we have a new idea for a platform, all of that comes from one place, okay? And we are trying to help our agents be relevant, right? In this new type of life insurance industry, this new world of technology, and everything's online, on the internet, on your cell phones. And so when we come out with something or we talk about a new platform, okay, we're doing it to make sure that you don't become, let's say, a yellow cab, a blockbuster, okay, and even just recently, this whole bankruptcy with Toys R Us. We want you to be relevant. Stay up with today's times. Go out there and market yourself online. So real quick, some of these ideas came exactly from these studies here. On the left side, 87% of clients said that they use the internet to research life insurance during the purchasing process. Now, you don't have to be a rocket scientist, but that tells me, you know what? If I'm an insurance agent, I need to be online, okay? Because if almost all clients went online to do some kind of research, I better be online. I better make sure that when someone goes into Google and says, hey, life insurance sales, South Florida, I want my name to come up. I want to make sure my website looks professional and I have some current pictures on there, and I have an About Us page that talks about me and my family and how I got started. So important, okay? And this backs our claim of saying, make sure you use our free agent website, our CRM tool, and all of our marketing pieces, okay? You have to make sure that you're out there. The new brick and mortar is your website, right? We all know how that operates. Middle section, 67% of clients said that they would not do business with an advisor who has an out-of-date website. Exactly what I just said. Okay, now at least whoever the study was based on, they had some kind of website, okay, because we have some agents that don't have a site yet. Now, if you do have a website, make sure it's current, okay? And yes, we have a free version with insprofessional.com. We're rolling out the brand new updated version in the next couple of weeks. But the point is, just make sure you go through it, keep everything current. If you have your own website, you're not using our free version, no problem. Make sure you use our plugin for our quote engine or marketing material, and we'll make sure that you're up to date. And if you're not, no problem, we can get you set up. Just let one of our marketers know. But it's so important. And right there, the proof is in the pudding, middle section. Right side, 73% of clients said that they still want to meet with a financial professional before purchasing. Now, that's an important statistic, okay? And the reason why, there's been a lot of talk recently, you know, you hear about all these other industries, you know, changing and everything's going online. And, you know, when you go to a supermarket, there's not even a cashier anymore. Everything is done with a computer, with computerized checkout. Okay, and there's some industries that, let's say that sales agent is not relevant anymore. It's not important to have a live human because you can have a checkout calculator or a shopping cart, an online shopping cart approach. Okay, so the reason why I think that's so important, because it shows that there's still a big need for you, the life insurance agent. Okay, look at that number, 73% of all clients said they still want to meet with someone before pulling the trigger on a policy. So that tells us, yes, you need to have a great website. Yes, you need to make sure that you're out there in this internet world, that your name and company name pops up and you have great reviews, okay? Because that's how they're going to find you. But the client still wants to meet with you either over the phone or in person. So I love that statistic, and that actually went up a few percent compared to the prior year. So that's very important to us. Also, you hear about that direct-to-consumer type of platform from various insurance companies, okay? It's not working. There's a lot of carriers that have tried that. You hear about these new online agencies. They're not working like they thought, okay? So that tells us we still have a great opportunity to have a great website and make sure that you're available by phone or in person when that client is ready to discuss life insurance. Okay, moving forward here, just two more quick studies, and then we'll move on to the next bullet. So over 50%, now this is also important, millennials ages 18 to 34, over 50% of millennials will ask friends and followers on social media for recommendations when looking for an agent. Okay, now this is very important because we offer social media integration. We have quote engines, we have marketing pieces, videos that you can add to your social media pages. It's so important to make sure that at the minimum you at least have maybe a Facebook page, LinkedIn, I suggest Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you're out there, and I don't care what age you are, okay? My grandmother, who's now 94 years old, has a Facebook page. My mom has her own Facebook page. There's no excuse, okay? And if you say, oh, that's only for the young folks, look on the right side, Generation Xers, ages 35 to 50, okay? 44% ask friends and followers on social media for recommendations when looking for an insurance agent. So what does that tell you? It's not only the young folks. This is people just like you and I. I'm a Gen Xer. Okay, my friends and family are on social media saying, hey, I'm looking for health insurance or life insurance. Do you know anyone? Make sure you're out there. I can't stress it enough. And listen, you don't have to take my word. If you want to go on, it's a free site, lifehappens.org. You can see exactly who was used in this study, what the age groups were, and how relevant and current this study happened to be. So check it out when you get a chance. It's a free site, and you can look at all of the current stats, and everything is 100% factual. Okay, moving forward here. Infographics. Now, this is important, and I brought this up at the Expo. We had an agency that actually came in from Virginia. In fact, he's on the call with us today. He has 10 agents that he actually brought down with him, and we were sitting at dinner the night before, and he says, you know, Bill, I've only been on board for a few weeks, but I love what you guys are doing. He goes, you know, when I brought on these agents, he goes, I simply clicked on the infographic, okay, the one for marketing on the left side, and I said, hey, check out all of the tools and platforms and technology that's available to us. And he said he literally went one by one, okay, because everything is itemized by number. He said he went one by one over every tool that's available, lead programs, all of the exclusive sales programs. It goes on and on. He said, I went over everything one by one, and he goes, I was halfway through, and the agent said, I'm in, sign me up, where do I start? Okay, so it makes everything so much easier for you, your downline agents. There's no more guessing or, hey, where do I go for what? You simply click on, it looks just like a picture, okay? We have a marketing graphic, contracting, and new business. So you click on whichever one you want to go over, and it tells you every single thing that you need to know about marketing, licensing, and new business, what the process looks like, who to go for what to expect next. It's like a full FAQs for our office here, everything A to Z at your fingertips. We made it very simple for you with these new infographics. In fact, we will include these in today's email that's going out to all webinar attendees, okay? And again, you can use these if you're trying to recruit an agent, or maybe you want to bring some agents over and they're not quite sold yet on this whole Levinson team. Well, pull out the marketing infographic. By the time you go through everything, they will be sold, because there's so much value there. And I know for a fact, nobody is doing what we're doing, okay? Hands down, no one offers this type of value add to their agents, period, because it's very simple. They can't find the overrides or profits to put money back into the platform. It's that simple. For us, you say, well, great. Well, How do you guys do it? Okay, for us, it's strictly volume. Okay, it's like a Costco approach. We look at it like, hey, if we have the volume and the premium, then we can afford to make a lot less and take some of those overrides and put them back into technology to help our agents differentiate themselves from the competition. It's really that simple. Contracting new business, same thought process, everything A to Z. Okay, also at the end of today's call, what we're going to do is give away a free tablet. We have the new Amazon Fire. We're going to give it away to the 100th registrant. We'll announce the name at the end of the call. At the Expo, we gave away tons of cash, technology, all kinds of neat prizes on the hour. So we wanted to kind of do something fun on the webinar, even though we're not face-to-face. And truly, I really hope everyone on this call, if you weren't there, I hope that you join us next year, because it really is a day you don't forget. And we just had an agency here in the office locally in South Florida that was their first expo. They loved it. And in fact, they want to give us some advice on how to make things bigger and better for next year. So we love that. Okay. And again, our promise, bigger and better. That's exactly what we're doing here. The new website. So I just told you how important it is to have that online presence. Very, very important. So right now we have the INS professional site where you can go and create your own site with built-in quote engines and lead capture and different marketing material for clients to see. Real neat stuff. All products available on there. You can even add, if you're a health insurance agent, you can add links on there for health products, and you can even set up an e-application so your clients can sign up online. So the new version that we're launching, this is awesome, okay? Now, this communicates with our CRM tool, Agency Automator. So the new website, the way it works, when you have this set up, okay, it's also free. You will have to pay the hosting charge, so it's very minimal. The entire website is free of charge if you're active with us. And the way this is going to be set up, as you can see, that's an example in front of you, the picture with the family there holding hands. You can customize this as little or as much as you would like. You can add pictures, you can change the graphics, you can do anything that you would like. The new platform is awesome. And the way it works, when your client finds you online, they go in and they run a life insurance quote. As soon as they put their name, email, phone number, that information gets automatically sent to your CRM tool. So now you have a new prospect that's getting your monthly newsletters, your marketing pieces. And the whole name of the game is you build that pipeline so every month your e-blasts are going out and you're keeping your name in front of your clients and prospects. So everything talks to each other. It's completely streamlined, autopilot. We even have a virtual assistant that can literally do all of the work for you. So you can literally sit back. This thing runs on auto, and hopefully you'll get those reply emails wanting to set up appointments. It works awesome. When everything is set up 100%, this system works awesome, I promise you. So that's the new retail website. And we're going to talk about Agency Automator in just a few more minutes. Now, I don't want to confuse anyone, and I try to keep things as black and white and easy as possible. But if you can think about the new technology that we're building here, right? You hear about Agency Automator, you hear about our new retail agent websites, and you kind of say, well, how do I put all these pieces together? The way it works, if you think about just like a one body, right? One circular body in the middle. And then you have all these arms or tentacles coming off the body. The body, right, is your website. That's your brick and mortar storefront, okay? So that's going to be set up on our platform. It's free, okay? And then you have all these arms coming off it. And the different arms are going to be Agency Automator. That's your CRM tool. And then you have Agency Automator, the prospecting tool, which is all built in, by the way. That's where you get your 1,000 prospects every single month. And then you have your scholarship platform, which is free for your clients. That's another arm that's coming off the side. Then you have Agency Automator Plus is another arm that's used for recruiting agents to your downline by utilizing all of our marketing material and our tools. So we have all these arms coming out, and then your website is the main body. That's your storefront. Okay, so that's what we're building now. So when you hear about the new website, Agency Automator Plus, the prospecting tool, that's what we're referring to. So you're going to see the official rollout in just a couple more weeks, but we're very, very excited about that. You talk about, differentiators, that is going to set you ahead of your competition because no one else has that. Lately I'm hearing about all these different multi-level marketing groups, right? These like pyramid kinds of schemes. There's a bunch coming into our industry. They're marketing all over the place. And what you hear, and I know this for a fact, I'm not going to mention any names, but what we're hearing, these agents are being offered like 30% contracts, okay? And they go under like 10 or 15 different levels or layers before they get to the IMO, and their commissions are reduced by like 10 times. They get no tools. They pay $50 a lead, which is absurd. And these poor agents have no idea what's going on. They do this for years without knowing what's available beyond that first upline. So I've heard these horrid stories you wouldn't believe. So when, we're talking about all of these tools that we offer at no charge, it's crazy because yes, we know there's a lot of value there, but when you talk to an agent that came from that other MLM world and they see what you have, their mind is blown. They're like, oh my gosh, I wish I knew about this 5-10 years ago. So anyway, the point is you should be out there and recruit these agents, okay? Talk about our tools and the value add. You can double their commissions and everybody's still happy. They're getting a bunch of value add, making great commission. You're making an override, and then you have your own day-to-day sales. It's a great strategy that works. Okay, also, I got a little caught up there. Let's move forward. Levinson mobile app, another new addition. So we just finished this up in the end of 17. This is awesome, okay? So again, keeping relevant, okay? When you go to the mall, when you go to the grocery store now, everyone has their cell phones up to their eyeballs, right? There's no way around it. I don't care how old you are, male, female, doesn't make a difference. Your cell phone is glued to your eyeball. Again, what does that tell us? That we must be online and in smartphones. So we created a mobile app. So what this does now, you can go on your smartphone, iPhone or Android. Everything that we offer here at Levinson is on your cell phone, including quote engine, check your status, lead capture, e-applications, drop tickets. Everything on our website is on your cell phone. It's a free download. You should literally pull out your phone, go into the App Store, hit Levinson Life Annuity, and you'll see it pop up. Make sure you download it now if it's not already on your phone because, hey, it could be tonight. You're at your son or daughter's basketball game. You're in the stands. You meet Freddie next to you. Freddie says, hey, I'm an attorney. And you say, hey, I'm an insurance agent. And Freddie says, oh, I've been meaning to get a policy. And you say, well, I can actually run you a quote right here. You run a quote, and Freddie says, wow, $32 a month. I get $500,000 of guaranteed life insurance. Sign me up. You literally pull out your phone, pull out the drop ticket, sign Freddie up in literally 30 seconds to a minute. You are done. You just wrote a new application. Monday morning, we come in, get everything ordered, check your status. You're done. So make sure you're relevant and current, okay? Name of the game for 2018, especially when all this stuff is free to you. No brainer. Okay, moving forward here. Scholarship platform, again, huge differentiator. This stuff is not available, okay, through our competitors and also through your competition. Unless they're a Levinson agent, they don't have this, okay? Especially with over now 10 different carrier approvals. So we have 10 companies that have approved the scholarship platform. We have almost 100 products that qualify. There's no minimum premium. There's no minimum death benefit, okay? We have right now long-term care, critical illness, disability, life insurance, annuities, accidental death, guaranteed issue, all approved the platform, including Gerber Life is our newest addition. We're very proud of this, okay? Complimentary to you, no skin off your back, no commission reduction, no small print gray area. This is, you talk about value add, this is the king of value add, okay? If someone doesn't want to talk about life insurance, guess what? They want to talk about Johnny and Susie's college education. I can promise you that. Well, guess what? With that $20 a month policy comes 1 free year tuition. We now have almost 400 colleges in the platform, with a new college just added last week that Joe's going to go over. Okay, so make sure you have your arms wrapped around this platform. Value add, differentiator. That's the name of the game, especially, again, recruiting those downline agents. They don't have access to this. And when they hear about scholarship, they're going to say, tell me more. You just recruited a new agent. We also have these scholarship pins that we made up. We gave everyone a pin at the Expo. It says, ask me about free college scholarships. It's a great conversation starter way to break the ice. If you want your own, just let me know. It's a magnetic aluminum pin. We'll mail it out to you. No problem. Just let us know at the end of the call. Okay, let's move forward here now. Joe is going to take over. He's got some great stuff to talk about. The Agency Automator. This is the ultimate prospect generator. Joe's going to dive in. Lochran, you there?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. So the Agency Automator platform, of course, this is our CRM tool that we built from the ground up a little over 2 years ago. So what we focused at the Expo was really kind of focusing on the Automator, the new updates, the built-in recruiting tool. We actually had an agent that lives in Texas fly into the Expo. He's been using this Automator platform to market to specifically business owners, and he shared a little bit of concepts and ideas and what his results were by using this email marketing platform and also using it as a CRM tool. So everybody there had a little taste of just how effective this platform can be. So what you're looking at is a screenshot of the Automator platform. Not only does this host all of your clients, your prospects, everyone that you've spoken to in the past, it helps you kind of mine through those databases and keep your name in front of your clients, which is the name of the game. What we also focused on was the prospecting tool that's built into the platform. So every single month, you can go into the Automator platform, you can pull down 1,000 prospects. You get to pick the specific demographic, where they're located, the birth dates, whether they're married or single, net worth, income, all sorts of criteria to make sure that you're marketing the right products to the right clients. So again, Agency Automator is a must-have CRM platform. We also launched some new features at the annual Agent Expo, and that was, which we're going to actually see in a couple slides here, and Bill actually already touched on, is the website builder. So now your Automator platform comes with custom pages, sub-pages. You can really change everything about this website. Not only does it have lead capture features, a video library, there's also built-in quote engines for all different products, and of course, the Sell While You Sleep platform, which allows your clients to run quotes and apply for coverage directly from your own retail website. We also talked about the recruiting tool that's now built into Agency Automator. My next slide goes over a real-life example of one of our agencies out in Colorado that's using that recruiting platform, but you can actually market to over 500,000 current active agents. We give you all the recruiting templates. So like Bill mentioned, all the different arms of that iGenius platform that you now have access to. Not only does that help you grow your business, but you can use those to recruit and bring on other agents as part of your hierarchy. So the agent recruiting tab, we're very, very excited about that. Also, the virtual assistant program, this is huge. This actually allows you to have a virtual assistant working inside of your Agency Automator platform to help you build lists based on your criteria, personalize all the email messages, and even send out campaigns. So this is someone who's working behind the scenes to make sure that all of your Automator features, your emails are going out on time. They'll even call campaign openers and clickers to help set appointments for you. So that's called the Virtual Assistant Program. Right now, it's in the pilot phase. If you are interested, let us know. We can get you enrolled and up and running as soon as Monday. So that's a great way to kind of take the Automator to the next level. Now, one of the things I mentioned was the recruiting platform, which is now built into Agency Automator. This is just a snapshot of one of the agencies that started using this January 1st of this year. And what they're doing is they're using this platform to send out email marketing to all different agents in their state. And what they found was that by doing that email marketing, 15% of the agents that they solicited are actually contracted and writing business. And what you can see on the right-hand side of the screen are the different months that they've been recruiting and the number of recruits that they've brought on board. So these are active agents in their hierarchy. They're actually writing business. So pretty awesome job so far this year. Towards the end of April, they're up to 317 active agents. So if you're just starting an agency or you have an established agency and you'd like to use this tool to kind of really build your whole agency, let us know. We can actually get you set up with the program. Very easy, very simple to use. And of course, that virtual assistant makes things very, very easy to get started and really grow your business. Also, Bill mentioned one of our keynote speakers was Neil Wilding. He actually really dove into the iGenius IUL software. This is a tool exclusively available to Levinson agents, and this really simplifies the entire story of Index Universal Life. And by using that iGenius IUL software, you can create custom client brochures, proposals, and really simplify the entire IUL story. We've looked at a lot of programs throughout the years. We haven't seen anything that compares to this. Not only does it give you customized tools to present the IUL story, but it also gives you seminar material, whether it's for group presentations or one-on-one presentations with different clients. And we felt that it was so powerful and so important that we actually brought Neil down to the Expo as one of our guest speakers to dive into the program and show everybody exactly how it works. So we do have recorded training sessions. If you're interested, I'll make sure to include those links in the email that you received this afternoon. One of our presenters, actually the first presenter of the day, was Legal in General, which was Banner Life. And we actually had one of their head underwriters that flew all the way in from Baltimore to kind of talk about how their underwriting programs have evolved. So at the top of the screen, you'll see a couple different underwriting scenarios that normally would be highly rated or even with some carriers a decline. And so Banner really talked about how their underwriting is extremely competitive and how a lot of clients can get preferred plus and preferred that would normally have a standard or a rating case with someone else. Another really key thing that we focused on with Banner Life was they've developed a streamlined underwriting program that actually waives the pyramid exams for any qualifying applicant. So if you've written any Banner Life business, specifically term business lately, you may have noticed that some of those pyramid exams have gotten waived. So what they do is they use all the technology available to them through public records, through MIB, script check, motor vehicle check, prescription check, and if that client meets a certain criteria, they will waive the exam for up to $500,000 of coverage. We're seeing a lot of carriers do the same exact thing, so we're very, very excited to hear that from Banner. Some really, really solid underwriting scenarios here. Definitely look for them on your next policy that you're quoting specifically for term coverage. They have some of the best rates in the industry. Our next presenter was from Protective Life. Protective Life really has been known for competitive term and universal life products. We went over a couple different programs and platforms and just how competitive the universal life products are. But one of the most exciting things that Protective has brought to the table this year has been their Plus program. And this is basically a program where you can submit a drop ticket right through carrylevinson.com. Your client receives a telephone call from the insurance company. They complete an interview, and at the end of that interview, they do an e-signature. And if that client meets certain criteria, if they're relatively healthy, they're applying for the term or universal life products, Protective will actually waive the pyramid exam. They'll waive any medical records, and they'll approve that policy on the spot. We've had policies get approved in literally 24 to 48 hours after the ticket was dropped. You can do all the way up to $1 million of coverage up to age 45, and then $500,000 up to age 60. So the best part is there's no additional charge or rate up for this. The clients get the same competitive rates as if they were to go through full underwriting. So really, really strong underwriting process from Protective. Also at the bottom there, we're seeing the Extend Care Rider, which is a long-term care rider. You can add in any of their permanent products. You can actually accelerate up to $10,200 per month by adding that Extend Care Rider. That's a great feature to use with the Protective Life products. Our next presenter was actually one of two disability carriers that was at the Expo, and that was Illinois Mutual. So Illinois Mutual has always been known for the middle market DI products, blue collar, gray collar, very, very competitive products. So what we kind of covered during the Expo was just how fast that underwriting process is. You can actually submit an application through an e-app. that client is not required to do a paramed exam, and you can have an answer within 2 business days. So very quick, very easy. They even have a return of premium rider on that disability product, which makes it very competitive. If the client doesn't receive any benefits or any disability payments while that policy is in effect, and then they hit age 65, they get 100% of their premiums back. Also, we've got a really great website here on the screen, www.5gquote.com. I definitely recommend you write that down. This is a neat little tool. They actually call it the Starbucks tool because a lot of agents meet their clients at Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, and they wanted a quick, easy way to present the disability product. So they created 5gquote.com. Without any logins, you can go directly to this site, put in some basic information about your client, and then it will spit out 3 different options for that client: least expensive, middle of the road, and then the product with all the bells and whistles and riders on it with longer benefit and shorter elimination period. So a really, really great takeaway is to write that down, 5gquote.com, and just keep that either bookmarked in your phone or on your laptop and use it when that disability income conversation comes up. Also, this is pretty unique. May is Disability Insurance Awareness Month, and what Illinois Mutual is doing is for every application that you submit during the month of May, once that gets placed, they're going to pay you an additional $100 bonus. That's called their May Zing bonus, so we'll be sending out an email, also available on the incentive section of carrielevinson.com, but just some great quality DI products and a great bonus to help you get started.
Okay, good stuff, Joe. Thank you. So also for the DI Awareness Month, Principal Financial presented. And just real quick, what they did, and I thought this was interesting, for the Expo, they are now offering for producers only, okay, if you're active with Principal through Levinson, you get a 10% premium discount on your own DI policy with them. So, you know, the way they look at this is, hey, every agent should have DI, and if you don't have it on yourself, that obviously means you're not a believer, and then that affects either good or bad sales. So they want you to have your own DI policy, 10% discount to all agents on your disability policy with Principal. Also, they came out with some new technology for their simplified issue to $1 million life products. Okay, so more streamlined, quicker turnaround time. That simplified issue all the way up to $1 million on their life insurance products with Principal. So definitely worth taking a look at. Excellent A+ rated company. Also, 2 brand new consumer books that we rolled out at the Expo. One is for IUL sales and one is for disability sales. Okay, and they are literally built for you, the agent, to hand out to your client or prospect and say, hey, take a look at this book. I want you to make sure you read it. Very short read, 20, 30 minutes, layman's terms. By the time you're done, you're going to be ready to set up an appointment to discuss IUL or disability. We have both of those books available. It's a $5 co-op charge. They're normally $15. So again, if you're interested, we will send you the link or mail you out some books, whichever easier for you. Okay, also Assurity Life, another great DI product, great life products. Now, they were there presenting. They're also another new carrier that has approved the scholarship program, so their products come with that free 1-year tuition. So definitely ask us about that. We'll make sure you're licensed and you're up and running. We are, and this is very hush on the down low, we're building a new product with Assurity that's exclusive to Levinson only. Okay, so if an agent wants to sell this product, it has to go through Levinson. And all I'm going to tell you, I can't give out too much, but it's going to be residing on our Sell While You Sleep platform. Okay, so that means it's client-driven, brand new product by Assurity Life in Levinson. We're rolling that out in the next month or 2, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I would make sure you're contracted because when we launch, you can start to sell as soon as that day comes. It's going to be about 30 to 60 days. Very exciting stuff there as well. Okay, Joe's going to talk about our awesome relationship with Gerber and another scholarship-approved carrier. Joe?
Yeah, thanks, Bill. So, of course, Gerber is approved with our scholarship platform. I put some advertisements on the top of the screen here because everybody has heard of the Gerber Life product line, whether it's the baby food or any of the advertisements they see on TV. It's just a great brand name, a great way to get your foot in the door with a lot of clients. Towards the bottom of the page here, you'll see we have the Grow Up Plan, the College Plan, the Guaranteed Issue Life Insurance product, which goes all the way up to age 80, and then the Accidental Death product, which goes up to $250,000. So Gerber has a great story, especially being part of that scholarship platform. We'll also send out a really, really neat, PDF or worksheet on the right-hand side of the screen here. It's a picture of the grandmother and the child on the beach, but this is basically your legacy and last wishes guide. It's a great handout piece to give to that client and kind of set yourself apart from the competition by offering Gerber with the scholarship plan. Also at the bottom of the page, Gerber does actually work hand in hand with CVS to give out a prescription discount plan. You can use that to get your foot in the door and also help that client royalty level. That's something we'll email out as well. So of course, Gerber Life, great company, great rates for guaranteed issue, even that Grow Up Plan with that scholarship. I mean, really, that's a no-brainer to be able to use that brand along with that scholarship platform. Our next carrier here was Allianz Life, which is a huge name in the index market, specifically Index Universal Life. Allianz has always been known for their annuity products, especially in the last couple years. Now, we spoke specifically about the Index Universal Life product, which is the Life Pro Plus and the Life Pro Plus Survivorship Plan. And these products are really designed for accumulation and being able to show the client how they can use that IUL product to take out some money on a tax-free basis. So we've got some new e-submission processes that make the entire process simple. You don't have to fill out that 35, 40, 50-page application anymore. Also on the top right here, accelerated underwriting, issue ages 25 to 60, all the way up to $1 million of death benefit for preferred and preferred plus non-tobacco. That applies to both products. You can do that worksheet and do that submission online. So again, Allianz, one of our top IUL carriers. We do have some great IUL sales kits that we're going to send out too. Allianz is one of those carriers that a lot of people know the name, they see the brand recognition. Just a really, really great story. We do have some great marketing templates inside of the Agency Automator platform on the Allianz IUL product, specifically designed for those clients that are looking to supplement retirement. So that Life Pro Plus and that Survivorship Plan are both products that are on those templates as well. Okay, our guest speaker, one of our guest speakers for the annual Expo was Joe Ross, and Joe really focused on unleashing the power of Index Universal Life, and we're going to send out parts of his presentation. And one of the things that I think was a great takeaway that everybody that listened to Joe speak wanted was his napkin presentation, and that's kind of pictured on the bottom of the screen here, and it really talks about if clients want to pay taxes and how much money do they want to pay taxes on. And Joe's whole presentation focuses on Index Universal Life, using that tax-free vehicle to be able to save clients money. So we're going to send out that napkin presentation. It's in the bottom of the screen here. And Joe has a really, really great story just focused on Index Universal Life. When you pair that with that iGenius IUL software platform, it really tells a great story and really helps simplify the whole entire platform around Index Universal Life. So definitely something that I would recommend looking at. Like Bill said, he was one of the best speakers of the day. Our next presenter was with One America. One America has a really neat product. In fact, they have a patent on the way that this product is set up, and it really kind of presents the concept of asset-based long-term care coverage. We've all seen long-term care policies, premiums go up. We've seen in-force LTC policies have a rate increase. And so there's a kind of a negative connotation around long-term care. And what One America's product does is it actually focuses on single premium products, both for qualified and non-qualified money. The great thing about One America is you can write this on in an individual client, or you can write it on a survivorship basis. So you can have two clients on one policy, not only providing that death benefit, but also providing lifetime long-term care coverage. This is a really great way to take a client who maybe has some money sitting around, if they have a health issue or if there's any medical emergency, and really being able to leverage that money, those funds, and turn it into lifetime long-term care benefits. You'll see in this example, a client with $125,000 of savings can actually turn that into $250,000 of death benefit, and then lifetime long-term care coverage. If you look at the rising cost of long-term care coverage, it's really important to have something in place, whether it's a living benefit rider or maybe the Care Solutions Suite from One America, to really leverage that money and make it last a lot longer than it would if they just took out dollar for dollar to pay for long-term care resources. So One America, great company, a lot of great material for clients. Definitely something to take a look at is if you have those clients that maybe have an annuity, but they don't have long-term care coverage, it's a great sales solution. Our next speaker was Mutual of Omaha, and Mutual of Omaha really focused on the tax law changes that we recently experienced and how that might affect your clients. So a lot of questions and a lot of changes around the new tax guidelines. They put out a great report, which they went over at the Expo, which was from their advanced marketing team. It's a 2018 tax reference guide, and it really boils down what that tax law means for your client, whether it's estate planning or business planning or retirement planning, and really gives you some great suggestions for your client, not only on how to pay less taxes, but how to use life insurance to make sure that if they do have a taxable event at death, those beneficiaries and that family that is going to be inheriting that estate has a life insurance policy in effect. So this is a great thing to share with your clients, kind of show them how everything works from start to finish, what that new tax bracket means. So just a great way also to leverage a lot of clients' tax returns to kind of refocus those funds and purchase some sort of insurance protection. Mutual of Omaha does have a phenomenal universal life product that not only has a return or premium benefit built in, but also has living benefits regardless of what rating that client receives. So great company, great resources. I'll make sure that we send out that tax guideline PDF in this afternoon's email. Our next presenter was with Sagicor Life. Sagicor has always been known, especially over the last couple of years, as having some really competitive, quick, easy, simplified issue products. They really have fine-tuned their underwriting product and their underwriting platform, which is called Accelerating. And if you look at the screen here, we can now go up to $1 million of coverage up to clients age 45, and then clients up to 55, 750, and then all the way up to age 65, up to $500,000 of death benefit. The great part about Sagicor's underwriting process is there's no telephone interview ever, regardless of that client's health situation, no pyramid exam, no APS. You can actually do an e-application with this client, go through the entire application, fill out all the information, and get an underwriting decision in as quick as 2 minutes. Policies are also delivered electronically. So if you're doing telesales or you just have a client that doesn't want to fill out a paper application or do a pyramid exam and they're procrastinating and dragging their feet, get them on the phone, spend about maybe 10 to 15 minutes, and you can get the policy in effect and e-delivered to that client. The best part is they pay very, very fast since that policy is going in force the same day that you get your client on the phone. You're going to be paid commissions a lot faster. And this process can be done through an e-application, tablet signature, e-signature on a laptop, or even if you want a telephone voice signature. So very quick, very easy. We're really happy to use this product, incorporating all the new technology for that accelerating program. This is probably one of the most used products for agents that are doing telesales because very fast, very quick, very efficient underwriting from start to finish.
Okay, good stuff, Joe. They're also scholarship approved. Once again, Sagicor, so you can take all those products, package them in with that 1-year tuition, a big differentiator. Okay, so real quick, just about done here. I want to wrap up. I have 2 more slides to go over. First of all, great year for us, okay? We ended 17 strong. We are up 55% since January 1st of 2018. In fact, we are hiring 2 new employees. One is starting on Monday morning. The second one is the following week. One is in new business. One is on the marketing side. So we are geared up to make sure that our service doesn't drop off one bit and only gets better for our agents. So again, hat goes off to all of our agents. Without you, we would never be in this position. So anything as far as life insurance, annuity, long-term care, we have 2 new lead programs we are now piloting as we speak. We're going to be rolling those out soon. Supplemental health products, as you know. So some great new stuff to come in 2018. Now, what we would like to do, we're going to send out a few emails. You'll see in the next couple days some pictures, video footage from the expo. We're going to have a survey, okay? If you were there, great. Give us some input, good or bad. We want to hear it all. If you were not there, tell us what you want to see for next year's expo, okay? Because obviously our numbers are only going to get better. We want to make things bigger and better for our agents, and we're not going to be able to do that without your feedback and input. So we appreciate that, and we know without our agents we're nothing, okay? So please take a few minutes and fill those surveys out. We would appreciate it, and it goes a long way, and it helps yourself ultimately. So you'll see those coming. Upcoming agent training events, that's what you're on right now. These are so important because, you know, it saves you from having to go surf on the internet and spend hours reading different articles. We're out there every day, and if something's important, something's hot, something's not, we're going to bring that info to you, okay? So always know that in the back of your mind. Tune in to these weekly training webinars. So real quick, the Agency Automator, if you want to learn a little bit more about that, we have 2 live trainings every single week with the host, Tuesday and Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Agency Automator Plus, so that's used for recruiting your very own downline, okay? And we have a platform that is turnkey, just made for recruiting and building your hierarchies. Every Monday and Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern, we host those live trainings as well. Okay, the exclusive Levinson Mortgage Lead Protection Platform. We're having the overview on May 10th. 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to have a guest speaker, one of our agents from Texas. We're also going to have the creator of the lead program, as well as me and Joe on that call. Make sure you're on there. We're going to give away some free leads on that call as well. On the bottom there, we have a complete turnkey final expense platform. This includes a co-op lead program. We have something called Legacy Safeguard. It's a turnkey platform you give out to your clients for free if they buy a final expense or burial policy from you. And it goes over all of the burial planning aspects. It even gives your client an 800 phone number that can help them plan with cemetery, funeral arrangements, all of the above, and it's free for your clients. It's another value add. So you get Legacy Safeguard, you get the scholarship program, access to our co-op, mailers, and lead programs, and of course the best final expense products that are available in today's marketplace. Make sure you're on that call the 17th of May, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Also, if you're bored or nighttime, weekends, obviously we're closed, you want to check out our YouTube channel. We have some great videos where we literally touch on all of our platforms. We have guest speakers. We bring in some outside reps for phone sales, technology, all the above. You can check out our Levinson YouTube channel. So again, we're just trying to make sure we give you all of the tools that you need to succeed and grow your business in 18 and 19. Okay, so we're just about done here. Now, this was a slide that we used at the Expo, and I think it's so important. You know, it talks about how it's so important to keep that positive mindset, you know, that you have to have the right energy when you're talking to a client on the phone or in person. It's so important. We call this our Positive Tuesday live quotes. They're on our Facebook and Instagram page. I love this stuff. You know, I've met tons of people in this business and outside of this business, and you know, you can talk to a Harvard grad. You know, we have a few friends from Wharton School of Business, you know, with masters and very sharp individuals. The point is, if you don't have the right energy, okay, and you're not the kind of person that people like to be around, you're not going to be successful in this business, hands down. You need to make sure that you listen to those motivational CDs or books, or go to church or temple or meditate or yoga, whatever it is for you, whatever works to make sure that you're in that positive place. That's what you need to continue to do. It's so, so important. That's our whole Positive Tuesday feel. And as you can see, bottom right corner, our hashtag of the Expo was always evolving. That's exactly what we have been doing since 1972. And that's what you need to do to grow your business, okay? Because it can go either way very quickly. And we want to always make sure that we're climbing and not diving. So, so important. This was our quote of the Expo. It all started with one idea, one agent, one phone, and the willingness to do whatever it takes. That, in a nutshell, is how Levinson was born, okay? That simple, and I hope that's what you are out there doing. Persistency and consistency is the name of the game. I love that stuff, okay? If you've been around me personally, you know that we walk what we talk. It's so important to be successful. I don't care if you're in insurance or any other industry, okay? That's the only way to operate, in my opinion. Okay, so real quick, we're going to announce number 100. So this was the 100th registrant, okay? 100th registrant on today's call. That's Mr. Morton. Mr. Morton, congratulations. We'll mail out the tablet in today's mail. We appreciate you and your team taking the time to join us on today's webinar. As you can see, we're going to close out Levinson and Associates, changing the life insurance and annuity landscape each and every day. With that said, I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank all of the agents that attended our expo, and I promise you, I've said this 6 times already on today's call, we're only making things bigger and better for our agents, okay? We're not going to stop here. This is just the beginning. Thanks again. Let's make this the best year ever. Have a wonderful weekend, good selling, and take care.